people. Um, I wish I had made this video sooner because this happened a long time ago. Like, um, it was in 2026, but happened like a couple months ago. So I just want to tell you guys now. I'm all healed, just so you know. So basically, a while back, I woke up and I had a little stomach ache, so I asked my mom if I could stay home, and she said no and sent me to school. And I immediately went to the nurse because it got pretty bad, and she gave me a TUM, and I got sent back to class. So I went back to class, and I was good for a while until it came back even worse. And my friend kept on telling me, well, this was happening during ELA, I think. So my stomach was hurting, and my friend kept on telling me I had to take a poop. I did not, because I am eating all day. Um, so this happened for a long time. So after lunch, I went back to the nurse. Well, no, after recess, I went back to the nurse. Um, so so she called my mom, and my mom said she couldn't pick me up, so she sent my friend to pick me up, her friend to pick me up. I went home. I went straight to my room. My stomach hurt way too much to even talk, and like a couple hours later, right down on my right side of my stomach, where my appendix is, it started having sharp pain. So my mom immediately knew she thought I had appendicitis. But that was the worst case scenario. And after like 4 hours, right before my dad got home, I started puking up a lot of stuff. So when my dad got home, she rushed me straight to like a walking care something. I think it's called like St. Joe's. They're not really the nicest, but yeah, I was still fine. I was not dead, so that's a good thing. Um, they like gave me blood. I had to wait in the office for like 5 minutes, and they brought me to like a little room. They took my blood pressure and that sort of stuff, like a checkup, and they I had to wait in the waiting room for like 30 minutes. So, and then they took me to a room. They had to give me a blood test, so they gave me an IV to take some tests, but the test didn't come back till the next day, so I had to stay in the hospital with an IV. They gave me fluids because I wasn't allowed to drink any water, because if I had appendicitis, I can't drink or eat until it's gone. I was puking when I had the IV. I started puking every 30 minutes. It was just straight up bile. So, well, I stayed the whole entire night. My mom let me rent a movie on my iPad. The Iron Giant, my favorite movie by far, maybe. Yes, it is. I've loved it since I was a little kid. They gave me a lot of fluids, a lot of them. I don't know why. Um, and the next day they said I might have appendicitis. So, like the next morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I stopped puking by then, but like during actually go back. We're going on. At 1:30, they said I may have appendicitis, so they gave me like a CT scan. Um, and yeah, they gave me a CT scan. They gave me like this fluid before I went in there to make like my my organs glow. Um, so the CT scan would see what I have. So it tastes like a metallic taste in the back of my throat. I kind of liked it. I don't know why. That's me, I guess. Um, and for the rest of the night, I just stayed there. At 7:30, they took me to the Bangor hospital. Um, yeah, took me to the Bangor hospital in an ambulance. They asked me some questions in the ambulance about like how many pets I have and stuff. Um, at like 7, when we got there, at like 7:50 about, because we had to take a detour because there was a fire somewhere in Bangor, so we had to take a detour. Took a little bit longer, but at 7:50, I had to wait for my mom to get here from her truck because I didn't want to be in the hospital by myself. So they said that they would wait for my mom, which that's a good thing. I don't like being without my mom. I don't like being anywhere without my mom. So at like 8, they put me like in a gown and stuff, whatever they're called. They asked me questions. I went to the bathroom right before they took me down to have surgery. And no, when we got there, they said I did have appendicitis. So I had to use the bathroom, and then like 5 minutes after that, they took me down to where I would have surgery. Um, so after that, um, after I had my surgery, which they took out my appendix, I was all better. After surgery, I woke up very, very loopy. I did not like it. I was flailing around. So they put me back under anesthesia, so I went back to sleep. Um, it was kind of funny. I woke back up, much more calm. I finally got to have some like apple juice and pudding after I woke up enough where I could actually see my mom. I was in this like little area behind a curtain on a bed thing, the thing that moves. I still was having fluids put in me, but I still had a really bad stomach ache after they glued those holes back. They glued the holes where they had to put incisions, and then they stitched it. But it hurt bad. So yeah. That after like maybe 30 minutes, I got to go back in my mom's truck to go home. Yeah. I got all my stuff back. I went to my mom's truck, and to McDonald's. We went to McDonald's. Me and my mom went to McDonald's, and I got to get a strawberry milkshake. It tasted so good, but it hurt my stomach. But I still drank it all, and I also got like some French fries. I went home and I laid down. I was all better, but if I had gone to the hospital 12 hours later, I would have died because my appendix was on the verge of exploding. Now leave me like a 90% chance of dying. So I'm lucky enough that I went there soon enough, and I'm all better. This happened a long time ago, a couple months ago, but I'm all better now. As you can see, not dead. I got 3 scars. One on the left side of my stomach, one in my belly button, and one under my stomach. So, if this ever happens to you, if you have sharp pain on your right side of your stomach, tell your parents immediately. You may have appendicitis. You don't want to die. Trust me, you do not want to die. So that's about it. Tell your parents if you think you have appendicitis. Have a good day. Bye.